So take my time. Look at this. Falling off the bone. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Hi, good afternoon guys. Good afternoon guys. Hope all is well, and if not all, most things are. Welcome to another one of my cooking video. I really appreciate you guys joining in, watching in, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. Thank you guys for the support. Continue to do so. Remember to go over to my channel and click and watch all the videos that I have on my channel, and tell a friend to support the growth. So today I'm going to be making something special, something I love, and I think you might love it too. And if you haven't tried it before, well, now is your chance to know how to cook it and know how it tastes. So with no further ado, let me show you what is on my board. And this is oxtail. I have me some oxtail right here. That's what we're going to be preparing today. Some nice juicy oxtail. Look at this. Beautiful, right? So if you don't know how to cook oxtail, today is your lucky day. You're gonna know how. So I have some oxtail right here. This is 2 pounds of oxtail that I'm going to be washed with my vinegar and lime, get it seasoned up and all of that. But let me tell you the seasoning that you're gonna be needing to make your oxtail. So right here you see I have bell peppers right here. I got me some onions over here. I got me garlic right here. Allspice. Cannot cook oxtail without allspice, aka pimento seed. I got me some scallion right here. I got me 1 Scotch bonnet pepper cut up, and I got me my thyme right here, and my browning. This is another thing, you cannot cook oxtail without browning unless you're gonna do curry oxtail or probably oxtail soup or so forth. Yeah. And so right here I have me just about half teaspoon of ginger. I like to put ginger in my food. And right here you can see I have 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of adobo all-purpose. Right here you can see I have 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and that's all the seasoning you need for your oxtail. You can put black pepper, you can put salt. I choose not to season my food with black pepper and salt, especially if I already have Scotch bonnet pepper right here, and all of the seasoning, the adobo and so forth already having pinch up a taste of salt in it. So I'll add salt to the food if needed while cooking it. So I'm going to get my oxtail washed, and then I can show you guys how to season up your oxtail and how to cook your oxtail. Stay tuned, don't move a muscle. Okay, as you can see, my oxtail is washed, so it's time to get the seasoning process on. So first I'm going to add my ginger, garlic powder and onion powder, adobo and paprika, my allspice. You can add about 5 to 6 berries. That should be good for the amount that I have right here. My browning, I think about a tablespoon of browning should be good, because you don't want your meat to be extra dark. You know, it's best to add more if needed. So let's add my bell pepper, all of my ground provision seasoning, which is the scallion, the onion, the garlic, all of those seasoning I'm going to be adding into it. So there's 2 ways you can cook oxtail. You can either put it in the pressure cooker, but when you put it in the pressure cooker, you don't add your ground provision seasoning on it like your onion and so forth. You just season it with your powder seasoning, put it in the pressure cooker and let it pressure for like 25 to 30 minutes. so the meat can get tender. Then you can add your ground provision seasoning in it and then cook it on the stove. But today I'm just going to be cooking it straight on the stove. That is why you see I add everything in it. The only thing I'm not going to put in it is the broad bean, because it's going to be oxtail and bean. So I'm going to put this in it while it's cooking, but when it's almost ready, because these beans are not too hard, so I don't want to put them in it and then it mash out. What by the time the oxtail is finished, I want the bean to be visible when you're eating the oxtail and so forth. So let me get me 2 of my food gloves to dip my hand in this and massage in all of my seasoning in it. So you just want to make sure that your oxtail is coated with your browning, all of your seasoning. Oh, look at that, beautiful, right? So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be covering this up and set it aside for about 15 to 20 minutes, so the seasoning can get marinate into the meat. You see, that's how you want your oxtail to look when you season it up. You don't want it to be dark. You see this color, beautiful. So I'm just going to set this aside and let it marinate for about 20 to 25 minutes, and then I can start the cooking process. So it has been 30 minutes now since my meat has been marinating, and just a heads up guys, when I was seasoning up the oxtail, I forgot to mention tomato. You need tomato when seasoning your oxtail, okay? Just want to make that clear. So as you can see, my oil, I'm just waiting for my oil to hot, you know, which it look like it's ready now. So I just add a piece of garlic, 2 cloves of garlic in it. So what I'm going to be doing now is just add my oxtail into this pot right here. So take my time. Cover this and let it sweat its own water and back on it, but I'll definitely show you guys step by step and the process of cooking your oxtail. Yep. So I'll let this sweat its own water for about the next 20 minutes or so forth, and I'll check back with you guys in 20 minutes. Alright, let's see what's going on. It's beautiful. If you could only smell the scent that is kicking up in this kitchen right now. Smelling real good. Oxtail smelling real good. Yeah, and I know I didn't mention what I'm going to be having the oxtail with, but you know, if you're an oxtail lover, you know oxtail married to rice and peas and plantain. So I'm definitely going to be preparing some rice and peas today, but I'm not going to be preparing no plantain. I might do some shredded vegetable or you know something, but I'm not going to be doing no plantain today, but I'm definitely going to be making some rice and peas. So stay tuned, continue watching the video, and you know, tell me what you like about the video, you know. All right, let's check and see what's going on. Ooh. See what's going on and the texture of the meat. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. Getting soft. So whenever you see like your water is drying out of the pot, you can add water to it. That is why I have a kettle on the stove right here with some water in it, because you don't want to add cold water to it and it kind of cool down the temperature of what's going on. So always have a kettle with warm water on your stove or so forth. When adding water, add warm water to it. So I'm just gonna let this continue cook. Oxtail is coming to perfection. Yep. Definitely coming to perfection. Yeah, meat getting soft. That's a good sign. So let me add some more water in this. Yeah, guys, oxtail, it's a very hard meat. It takes a while to cook, but the taste, the flavor, and everything worth all the time it takes. Trust me. So right here, as you can see, this is my rice and peas pot. In this, I have a tin of small red bean, kidney bean, red peas, and a tin of coconut milk. I have a piece of butter. I have couple allspice berry, as you can see right there. I got scallion, I got thyme, I got a country pepper right there. I got Scotch bonnet pepper. Please guys, when making your rice and peas, do not burst your Scotch bonnet pepper, okay, please. And I have half tablespoon of salt in this, because I don't want too much salt in it. And I'm just waiting on this to boil up, then I can add my rice to make my rice and peas. Over here I have me some broad bean. This is what I'm going to be added to the oxtail to make it become oxtail and bean. It's almost ready. I was going to cook it with the oxtail, but I said, you know what, just to prevent a mistake, or you know what I mean by a mistake is you don't want your oxtail to be cooked and your broad bean is not fully cooked, or you don't want your broad bean to fully cook and then with your oxtail cook and then your broad bean mash out. No, like I said previously, it's good to have your broad bean visible while eating your oxtail. That's why it's oxtail and bean, not oxtail and crushed bean or oxtail and mashed bean and so forth. You get what I'm saying? But stick around, continue watching the video and so forth, and at the end of the video, if you like it, you love it, just subscribe if you haven't already. Tell a friend to hey, up over to the RS family, check out their YouTube channel, learn how to cook Jamaican dish or any form of dish you see on it that you always wanted to and never know how, and now you get the chance. You understand me? Love and respect, guys. Continue watching, don't go nowhere, don't move a muscle. This is gonna be epic. So my rice and peas water is well seasoned, and I'm about to add my rice now. My rice is already washed, so I'm just gonna be adding my rice. There. So I'm just going to stir this up, mix the rice and the peas together. And then I'm going to taste to make sure that the water is flavorful. Perfect. So because the way how your water tastes, that's how your rice and peas is going to taste. So you have to make sure that your water is tasty. And what you want to do is you don't want to have too much water in your rice. So if you realize it's too much, you just use a scoop or whatever you call it in your where you're from. Take out some of the water and let the rice cook, and add more if need to, because you don't have too much water in it and then your rice come out as what we say in Jamaica, sappy sappy. You understand me? We like to make sure say the rice is shelly. You understand me? What we mean by shelly in Jamaica, it's shell apart. It don't stick on to each other and become like a paste. You don't want that. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna let this stay and cook for about 10 to 15 minutes, and I'll show you the finished product of that. And over here, as you can see, my broad bean, you can see that they're changing color from the bright white to a darker shade. So you know it's telling you that I'm almost ready, and that is good. So yeah, and the water that I take out of the rice and peas just now, if the rice doesn't need it anymore, you can also add it to your oxtail pot. It's more flavor. You get what I'm saying? It's more flavor. So continue watching and I'll show you the finishing product. So my rice is dried out. So all of these can be removed because they already did their job. You don't want to be stirring up your rice with your pepper especially in it. The thyme and so forth can stay on scallion and the garlic, but you definitely want to move the pepper from it because you don't want to stir it up your rice with your pepper, and then your pepper end up burst, and then your rice and peas is spoiled because it's too pepper to eat, too spicy to eat. So I'm doing this now is just stir this together, and as you can see, it's a good thing I took out some of the water and so forth. So this right now, I'm just going to let it stay and steam. So yeah, you can call it, say this is ready. So this is done right here. My broad bean is also finished. So I'm just waiting on the oxtail to reach to a texture where I can add my broad bean into it and kind of spruce up the flavor by adding salt if needed, or a little more powder season if needed, and 3 to 4 tablespoon of ketchup, and that should be all that it need. And if you could only smell the flavor that is kicking up in the kitchen from the oxtail, it is banging. It is banging. When I said it's banging, it is banging. Trust me. So as you can see, my oxtail is almost at the finishing stage. Beautiful, right? So what I'm going to be doing now is my broad bean are finished. So I'm going to add in my broad bean. Okay. And you see the reason why I tell you guys that you don't want to season your oxtail with too much browning, because the meat is going to look dark. This is the color your oxtail should look. You understand me? You're not supposed to have the oxtail not supposed to have this black color. No, this is the color the oxtail is supposed to have. And trust me, if you only could smell what's going on right here. So what I'm gonna be doing now is I'm gonna add some ketchup into it. Add some ketchup, about say roughly 3 tablespoons of ketchup in it. Excuse that sound, but it's alright. So that should be good. And yeah, let this cook together. Beautiful, right? And I'm gonna just chop half an onion on it and put some more fresh bell pepper on it to kind of enhance the flavor and so forth. So you know, get me some more bell pepper, cause you know, because you should add water in it to cook the oxtail. the flavor kind of dilute. So you want to bring back that flavor up. You know, you don't want your oxtail is flavorless. You don't want that. You see? You don't want that. So you just, drop some more, some fresh vegetable on it. Just to bring back that flavor up. You see? You understand? Yeah, man. That's how the thing said. You see? So that's what I'm doing right now. Just making sure that my flavor is enhanced up back and so forth. My rice and peas is already finished. So I just oxtail my whip on right now to share some food and enjoy this lovely oxtail and rice and peas. Yeah, man. So remember to tell a friend to support the growth. You understand me? Up over and help the thing shine. You see me? Yeah, man. Drop in some onion and so forth. You see it? So we just have a boots up at the flavor here now. You see me? Just booting up at the flavor and so. You see me? Yeah, man. And you remember that coconut milk that I got from the rice that I tell you so you can put back in? You definitely can put it back in, because guess what? You just boost the flavor back up. You get me? Cause that coconut milk water from the rice and peas is very flavorful. So that's what I'm doing now. Just bringing back the flavor. You see me? Beautiful though. Yeah, man. And this is how you make oxtail and bean. Beautiful. So let me taste it right now and see if it needs any powder season. Because as you see, I just added my ground provision seasoning, like the bell pepper, the onion, thyme, and so forth. So let me see what's going on now. Could take some black pepper now, because as you notice when I was seasoning, seasoning the oxtail, I didn't put no black pepper in it, nor no salt. So what I'm doing now is just adding a little salt in it and a little black pepper. You see me? Yeah, man. So that's how the thing set. You see it? Yeah, let me taste him now and see what's going on. And the thing is, you see, if you don't have no bean, you can always use some flour and make some small spinners like we're putting a stew peas when we cook stew peas. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. The flavor is up. Flavor is up, yo. So, perfecto. Wow. That tastes real good. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm just going to let this sit and cook for about the next 10 to 15 minutes. And that should be ready. You get what I'm saying? Cover that bad boy. And I'll show you guys the finishing product. You get what I'm saying? Thank you guys for watching. Continue watching. Continue liking, sharing, subscribing, and all of them things that you see. Ooh, look at that, people. Look at that. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is rich. Look at that. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, look at this. Look at it. See? Meat a mash out. Woo. Yeah, man. Hot. Yep. Just need to cook a little bit more. Just need about 10 more minutes. And that is good. Yep, just add some more water to it. But as you can see, oxtail looking lovely. Yeah, man, oxtail looking lovely. Follow myself. Eat up this oxtail before it even finish. That's how the thing set, you know. Look at this. Falling off the bone. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Mm. 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 Ooh. Mm. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna give this about 5 to 10 more minutes, cause trust me, can't wait to dig into it. Flavorful, you know, nice, juicy, falling off of the bone, oxtail. So let me just give this about 5 to 10 more minutes, and then I turn it off. So right now my oxtail is ready, and as you can see, I already start to share my food because, like I said, I'm hungry. So I'm just plating my oxtail. And get me some food heat. You know the thing there? Beautiful, right? And that's how you make oxtail and bean. Rice and peas. Beautiful. Beautiful oxtail and bean. Look at that. Look at that. Falling off the bone. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, comment on this video. Subscribe if you haven't as yet. Tell a friend to hop over to the Harris family and support the growth. It's your boy Shane Harris, aka Chef Stano, and I'm out until the next video. Bye. Love you guys.